Let's be really honest, big goals can seem really overwhelming, especially at the start of a year. There's so much pressure on us to set these goals and really achieve big things every single year. It's easy to get stuck chasing the outcomes and not focus on the steps we are taking in order to get to the goal. But the truth is that small wins are game changers. If we didn't do these small things, we wouldn't achieve the goal at all. So it's really important that we mark these small wins every single time. That is the real game changer. And that is where you will prove to yourself what it is that you are capable of and give you the confidence to keep going. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how all of the small little things that you are doing can create momentum for your year in order for you to really achieve those big goals. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim. I help therapists in private practice with their business systems and processes, getting them confident with admin and reducing tech overwhelm. And I also have a membership specifically for therapists in private practice called Goal Getters. So let's talk about the power of small wins. This is what is going to give you motivation and momentum. If you only celebrated when you achieved the goal, and this goal might be a year in the making, how are you actually going to have the motivation to get up and do the things you need to do each day or each week when that goal is so far away? In my experience, it's just not going to happen. That goal is going to change, it's going to evolve, it's going to disappear. I'm going to forget about that before I ever even get to it. So what you need to do is celebrate the things that you are doing, the steps that you are taking to get you towards the thing that you want. Small wins are going to reduce overwhelm and decision fatigue. If you think about all the things that you need to do in order to achieve that goal, you are going to get a headache, basically. You are going to think, oh my God, this goal just seems so big. I have so much to do. It's going to take me weeks or months. Whereas if you just think about, okay, these are the steps that I'm going to take today or this week, and actually sit and celebrate them, it is going to really help you reduce that overwhelm and also reduce your decision fatigue, because you're only thinking about the next step, not all of the steps that you need to take. So for example, if your goal is to grow your private practice, which obviously we need to make SMART goals, but let's just say that is your goal. What are small steps that you can take in order to do that? So you could write your Psychology Today profile. Tick. That is a small win, and it is going to pay off for you massively once you have done it. You could network with 5 new people that you would like to get referrals from. You could set up an appointment scheduler so that potential new inquiries can just book a discovery call with you there and then. They don't need to email you, and you are much more likely to win that client if you have set up that appointment scheduler. So all of those things are small things that you can do to grow your private practice, but they are huge wins and things that you should be celebrating. If your goal is to start your own social media account, you could follow other therapists in your niche, or even just other therapists in general, just to start interacting with that person, seeing what they are posting and things like that. You could do some work with ChatGPT to come up with some ideas of reels and posts that you can make for your page, or you can start doing some training courses or watching YouTube videos on how to use Canva so that you can start creating beautiful posts that people want to see. So even though your main goal might be to start the page, there are things that you can do in the meantime whilst you're working towards that in order to celebrate making some progress on the thing you want to achieve. So what I really want to encourage you to do in this video is to start actually celebrating the things that you are doing. If you have set yourself a task, do something to celebrate once you have done it, because sometimes these tasks can be really massive to you. As a real world example for me right now, it is the 1st of January and I have recorded 2 reels. They're like talking head ones, and this is the 3rd YouTube video I'm recording out of 4. Now it is really unheard of for me to be in front of the camera for that long. I never usually batch record that many videos in one go, but that is the thing that I set myself today, and I am going to celebrate as soon as I have done it. I'm really looking forward to going out and getting myself a really nice lunch to thank myself for doing the thing that I said I was going to do. Now, it doesn't always have to be something like that. You can just mentally thank yourself. You can just mentally celebrate that win. You can mark it on your calendar. You can post it on your stories and tell the world, I did the thing I said I was going to do. Whatever it is, just take note of your small win, because really the small wins aren't always that small. My other really practical advice is just to write down 3 things that you are going to get done. They are your non-negotiables for each day. I have actually specifically bought a journal or a notebook that is just for this. So every single night I'm going to sit down when I do my journaling and write down my 3 non-negotiables for the next day, and just being able to highlight them or tick them off just like gives me so much enjoyment and excitement, because you know, I'm an admin girly. I like ticking things off. I like achieving things. So being able to achieve something every single day is really going to motivate me towards that bigger goal. So as my membership Goal Getters is actually open this month just for a few days, so when this video goes live, you can actually join the membership. I'm super excited to open it up. I'm super excited to grow the membership, welcome new members, and we have a really fun onboarding runway to get you really settled into the membership and the community in order to start achieving big things this year. But what I really want to talk about is how we celebrate small wins within the membership, kind of give you some ideas. Even if you don't join the membership, you can achieve these for yourself in various ways. I'm going to talk to you about that. But if you would like to join the membership, the link is in the description and the QR code is here, so you can find it either of those ways. I would love to answer your questions if you have any questions about the membership, or just see your name pop up in my inbox saying that you have joined the community. So the first way that we celebrate wins is with an accountability partner. Now, there is so much science and evidence around having accountability and achieving your goals, and this is a huge part of the membership. We always partner people up, so they have an accountability partner. They check in with that partner on a weekly basis, and we have a full weekly accountability meeting structure that we have set up, where we talk about things that maybe didn't go right and things that you're struggling with and get support on that. But we also celebrate the wins. So we talk about what it is that we actually did and get that person to celebrate with us, and then we celebrate with them too. And it's such a great way to mark what it is you did the previous week, and it is an absolute favorite of the members within Goal Getters. It's really funny to see when I do feedback forms and things like that, of like, why did you join the membership, and then what actually did you get out of the membership, what was the best part of the membership. And accountability partners come up time and time again. It is amazing to me to see the friendships that are built within the membership, but also just to see how important those relationships are to people. The next way that we monitor small wins is by effective goal setting. So every single quarter we meet, we do a reflection, we do time blocking, and then we spend a good chunk of time working on the goals that we are setting for ourselves. So we make sure they're smart, and what we do is we plan out the action steps that we are going to take. So we set goals every quarter, but we break everything down into kind of 6-week chunks. So in this quarterly planning session, we will think about the next 6 weeks, and we'll write down everything that we are going to do on a daily or weekly basis for the next 6 weeks to achieve the goal. And then in 6 weeks' time, we meet for a mid-quarterly planning session, and then we plan the final 6 weeks. So we really break it down. I don't just leave you alone for a whole quarter and hope that you're going to achieve the goal. There's a lot more support than that, but we break it down into what we are going to do on that daily and weekly basis. We plan it into our calendar so that we can see progress all the time. What we want to make sure is that progress feels tangible and consistent, so you are constantly feeling like you have that forward movement, that you are making strides in order to achieve the goal. The next way that we celebrate wins is with a monthly reflection. So we have monthly workshops with me, and they're more kind of coaching, so they change each month. So the first month is about momentum, so it's looking at where you might be struggling, what you need help with, and helping give you that momentum to carry on throughout the quarter. Then, as I said before, we have that mid-quarter reflection, so that is 6 weeks after we set the goal, and so that is month 2, and we really look at what we've achieved, our time, what might have changed. We might tweak the goal slightly based on what's happened, and then we forward plan again for the following 6 weeks. And then in month 3, we have a call called a clarity clinic, where we meet and I can give you support and guidance on what your next goal should be. So sometimes people come and they have like too many ideas, and we help hone in so that we can focus on 1 to 3 things only that we are working towards, so that we can make sure that we are hitting those goals. Because if you plan too many goals, you're not going to achieve them. You really want to focus on 1 to 3. So I would say if you're planning 3 goals, you want 1 big goal and 2 kind of smaller goals. You don't want 3 massive goals, because splitting your focus over the week is going to be really hard. So with these monthly reflection, these monthly coaching calls, we really do celebrate the wins as a community every single month. So you have the accountability partner every week, and then you have the monthly calls with me and the wider community as well. What we really want to do is celebrate your progress. It's not about constantly thinking like, oh, we need to change this and I haven't done this. It really is about, okay, what have you done? What has worked for you? And yes, of course, we're going to focus on things that we can improve. That's what the membership and the support is about. But we really do celebrate each other's wins. It's so amazing to see when someone has published their book or someone has finished their website. Everyone wants to jump in and support each other, and it's just amazing. You can create those things for yourself, of course. You can reach out to a friend or a peer or somebody on a Facebook group or something like that to ask them to be an accountability partner. You can meet up weekly, you can meet up monthly, you can create these kind of containers for yourself. But if you want something that is more structured and more of a container, then I would love to invite you to join Goal Getters. This is the thing that I love doing the most in my business. It is running this membership, and I am hoping to grow this membership and keep growing this membership so that I can continue to run it for as long as possible. I just love seeing the progress that is made by each and every single person. We are still a very small community, which I do really like, and it means that people can build great friendships and really support each other on such a tight level, because we know what each person is working on, we understand their struggles, and we support them all the time. So if that's something you're looking for, then I would love to welcome you to the community this month. This membership, although it's called Goal Getters, I really want to emphasize that it's not about doing more. It's about really coming back to who you are and what you want and helping you achieve that. And that will look different for every single person. It's not about constantly striving. We have had people that have taken breaks on the membership, and they've literally continued to pay for the membership because they like that it's in the back of their head, but it's not something they want to focus on right this second. And then they've come back and they have been welcomed, and we have celebrated them, and we have celebrated the fact that they have paused. I had a member recently tell me, I'm not going to hit my goals this month, but I'm actually happy about it. And she's happy about it because I've given her the freedom to not achieve goals. I've said, okay, if this is not right for you right now, if achieving more right now is not where you're at, then let's look at other things that you can do. How can you be creative? How can you have more of a life outside of your practice? It isn't all about go, 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 go. Like, that is not my ethos at all. It is about giving people a structure in order to achieve their goals. It is giving them practical tips and advice. It's about giving them coaching. It's about supporting them in whatever stage of goal getting they are in. And I would love it if you would join us too. So if you want to start seeing real progress, start hitting those goals, start celebrating the small wins. I've given you some practical advice at the beginning of this video. Start doing those things. Start writing down your 3 non-negotiables. Start celebrating when you actually achieve what it is you said you were going to achieve. Not the big thing, but the small thing. Celebrating the 4 videos you filmed, or reaching out to that therapist that you would really love to get a referral from. Whatever it is, start celebrating them. And it's really going to help you with your confidence and help you with momentum and motivation. And if you want to join Goal Getters, link in the description, scan the QR code, and until next time, thanks so much for watching.